Right now, millions of cast ballots sit locked away in total darkness. A fierce legal battle is raging over who gets to open the door. It is the eve of May 4th in West Bengal. Tens of millions of citizens have already lined up, surrendered their voice to the system. This line graph tracks local internet search volume for the vote count. Traffic violently spikes upward as rumors of tampering flood the state. Zooming into the peak, the panic hits its absolute highest point right here, the final 24 hours. The most fragile moment in any democracy actually happens away from the polling stations. It occurs during the tense, quiet window right before the seals are broken and counting starts. Sensing this vulnerability, West Bengal's ruling party, the TMC, hit the panic button over who would physically stand inside those counting rooms. They launched a desperate 11th-hour legal maneuver, bringing an emergency plea directly to the highest legal authority in India. The TMC's demand was highly specific. They wanted the court to completely ban central government employees from working as counting supervisors, fearing that federal agents would heavily bias the outcome. A regional government actively tried to strip away federal oversight to ensure their own local officials maintained total physical control over the ballot boxes. For a few hours, the entire political apparatus of the region froze, waiting to see if the Supreme Court would step in and rewrite the rules of the count. Instead, the court delivered a blunt rejection. They completely shut down the TMC's plea and refused to remove a single federal employee from the process. The judges stated clearly that no emergency judicial orders were required. They didn't need to invent a new solution because a strict, pre-existing rulebook already covered the entire scenario. That rulebook belongs to the Election Commission of India, the independent structural authority designed specifically to govern these exact disputes. By refusing to intervene, the court established a firm boundary. They proved that established legal procedures cannot be abruptly suspended just because a local political party feels anxious about the outcome. The specific mandate from the bench was that the Election Commission's standing rules must be followed in letter and spirit. No exceptions, no last-minute edits. On the ground, this means the central government employees will stay exactly where they were assigned, maintaining their posts as authorized supervisors inside the counting halls. Those supervisors enforce a highly regulated environment. Every single electronic voting machine and digital readout is strictly monitored, heavily insulating the process from local interference. You cannot change the referees hours before the match begins. The parameters of the count remain locked into place. Ultimately, dramatic legal showdowns don't secure an election. Rigid, boring, and cold bureaucratic procedure is the only reliable shield against tampering. Tomorrow morning, on May 4th, the doors to the counting centers will open exactly on schedule, entirely unbothered by the previous day's courtroom drama. The regional government completely failed in its attempt to strip the national oversight apparatus out of the room. A powerful, localized political force pushed as hard as it could against the counting regulations, and the legal framework held its ground without bending. Oversight only functions when it remains immune to the leverage of the very people it is meant to regulate. Here, the independence of the referees proved more durable than the political pressure brought against them. This dispute over counting supervisors points to a tension present in every democracy. We obsess over massive rallies, loud political speeches, and public opinion polls, but we rarely examine the quiet mechanics of the validation process itself. While the citizen provides the raw data of the election, the official at the counting desk binds the result. In a contested race, the power to verify the tally is the ultimate democratic lever. The next time you head to the polls, ask yourself, who is standing at the desk at the end of the night, and exactly who has the authority to watch them work?